So sitting in a nice upright position, we're just going to look at a few stretches that will really help our neck and shoulders now. So as always, really concentrating on the length of your spine from your tail all the way to your crown. Sitting nice and tall with your hands maybe on your knees, resting in your lap. And just lower the gaze and bring your attention inwards while we settle into the space before we start our practice. Setting the intention of inner stillness and calm, and listening to the quiet voice of our body. Taking a moment here just to check that you're not holding any tension anywhere, or if you find tension, just try and breathe into it. And then very slowly dropping your chin onto your chest. Maintaining the length in the spine, of course, sitting as upright as you can. And then just taking the left ear over the left shoulder here. Noticing how that feels going into the opposite shoulder. And then leaving your neck in this position, just turning your head to look over the left shoulder now. Notice how your breathing is. And see if you can really take your attention to your breath in the belly, whilst ensuring that everything else is soft and that you're developing a feeling of softness throughout the body. And then slowly rotating the head so that the ear is over the shoulder once more. And very slowly bringing the head back to neutral. Checking in with your posture, maybe rolling your shoulders back. And let's take the chin to the chest once more. And then take the right ear over the right shoulder, seeing how this side compares with the other side. Checking in with your length of spine, that you're sitting evenly through both sitting bones. Making sure that you've relaxed your brow and your jaw. Breathing into the belly space, just observing the rise and fall of the belly as the diaphragm moves. And then leaving the head at this position, just turning your gaze so that you're looking over your left shoulder now and noticing what's happening. Looking over the right shoulder, so noticing what's happening in the left shoulder and neck here. Trying to keep the left shoulder down. Take the attention back to the breath. Slowly bringing the gaze and the ear back over the right shoulder and then back up to center again. Taking the right hand to the left knee, the left hand comes behind just to allow a little bit of extra lift and length as we take a look over our left shoulder. So not really using the arm to pull us around at all, just holding it softly there. Holding this stretch, not rushing anything. Let the neck come back to center. And then bringing the hands around. Taking a moment here, looking down at the feet. Enjoying the stretch down the back. And then head and neck come back up. Left hand comes to right knee. right hand comes behind. So find that lift and length before you start taking your twist, and then look over the right shoulder. Really make sure that the left shoulder is down here. Noticing the difference in the two sides. Unfurrow your brow. Part your lips very slightly. Breathing through the nose. Slowly head and neck come back to center. Unravel. Sit nice and tall and use your hands, place them on your knee and just pull your body forward. So you're really opening in the front body here. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Chin is slightly tucked. And then let's just round down the other way. So holding on to your knees, really rounding through your back here. Tucking the chin onto the chest. And then back up to center. Bringing the hands together now, clasping the fingers, holding the forearms together and just circling through the wrists. This is a nice little tension reliever if you've had tight wrists, if you've been working on the computer. Then back in the opposite direction. Maybe you can make a better job of this than I can. I cannot do it the opposite way. Sticking the tongue out always helps. And then coming to stillness, clasping the fingers and pushing the hands away, keeping them at shoulder height, really sensing that you're getting lots of space between your shoulder blades here. So it's the same kind of feeling we get when we're doing cat-cow and we're pushing the mat away. Trying to create lots of space, sucking in the tummy muscles here. And slowly lowering the arms and then taking the hands behind you, clasping them. And let's raise the arms up here. So this time we're really squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting your straight arms as high as you can get them, making sure you're still breathing. Don't know why it is whenever we start to tax our muscles, we hold our breath. Just feeling the heat increase into our shoulders. This will feel so lovely when we're done. And slowly lower. Just loop the shoulders round and back, up, round and back, and then the opposite direction. This time taking both hands, placing them on the shoulder blades at the back and just holding the elbows close to the sides of our head. So we don't want them out to the sides, we want the elbows up and forward, making sure your head and neck aren't being impinged by your arms here. So not hanging on with your hands at all, your hands are flat on your shoulder blades. Just bringing your attention to your breath here. Starting to bring a stretch into the triceps. And just when you think you've had quite enough of this stretch, we're just going to stay here for a few more breaths. And slowly bring the hands behind the head and open the elbows wide. Head and neck are nice and loose, so we're not putting any tension there at all. We're just holding our elbows back here, squeezing the shoulder blades together once more. And then we're going to turn and look to our left. Probably won't get very far, just looking towards the left hand side, making sure that you're still sitting squarely on both sitting bones. And then slowly back to center, releasing any tension that you've got in your hands here, and then taking a little twist towards the right. It's a lovely way to quite literally unwind from your day. And then very slowly coming back to center and taking the arms out to the side. Roll the hands forward and back, forward and back. So we're just internally and externally rotating the shoulder here. And then bringing both hands together, the backs of the hands together, bring them into the body and wind them out that way. Sweep them round, up and down. Bring the hands in and up, all the way down. Backs of the hands together. Twist them round and out. And slowly bring them back down to your knees. Have a little circle in one direction and then the other. And then just lift and drop. Lift and drop. Really let them go. Let gravity take them here. And let out a nice big sigh. So inhaling. Do that 3 more times. And just relax here. So just bringing your hands together now at your heart center and dropping your head towards your folded hands. Taking a moment here, a moment of gratitude. We usually consider about how amazing our bodies are. Just think back over your day if you're doing this practice at the end of the day. Just bring to mind a couple of things that you are particularly grateful for. Things that perhaps went well during your day, or just things that you might be grateful for, like the food on your plate, or the comfy bed that awaits you, or for the friendship of those around you. Always really good to finish the day thinking positive thoughts and being grateful.